Можна запропонувати Педро Мендес, готовий виступити.
Да. Отже, я прошу до слова our guest Pedro Mendes, Assistant Professor, Department of Architecture and Urbanism, Lisbon, і his team Prospects for Constructivist Pedagogy Applied on Context and Architectural Design, Specificity Discovery. We invite you for your speech, please. We are listening.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
We can hear you very well.
Okay, I'm just trying to find out to share my presentation. I can't find here the place.
Просимо пані Марію зупинити демонстрацію
Марія,
екрану.
будь ласка, вимикайте презентацію, мабуть, це заважає в Zoom.
Вибачте, так.
Let me see. Okay.
Зараз все. Мене не видно?
Ще бачимо вашу презентацію.
Maybe. Okay. Now I see. Okay. Okay, let me put my presentation then. Okay, so again here, sorry about these technical issues here. I couldn't find, so I got it now, and I lost the Zoom. Got it now, compartilhar tela. All right.
We can see your presentation.
You can see the presentation?
Yes, we see.
Okay, let me put it loud. I'm not listening well from your side. I got it now. So I'm gonna put full screen. Hopefully will be okay. So, well, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry for this delay and technical problems I was having here in the morning. And thank you very much for your invitation. And it's a pleasure to participate in your conferences. Sorry, I'm very sorry not to understand your language and not to speak, but I'll present a part or a reflection on some issues we've been exploring with the students and also on my work as architect that is quite connected to a little bit to the Portuguese idea of exploring the site and the place. So using a constructivist methodology or pedagogy, how we work with the students and also as an architect, how we work into identifying the characteristics, the identity of the places, and how this can contribute to the identity of the new project. So you are seeing, I cannot see what I'm projecting here, so you can see the images I'm passing. There's an image there projected.
Yes, at the second slide.
Oh, it's a second. Okay, thank you, because somehow I don't see the projection I'm doing. Okay, so this constructivist pedagogy, it's mostly based on the involvement of the students in a very practical approach, trying to mix and to combine theoretical approach and practical approach, let's say, hands on the field. I'm using some images and drawings, not in a very systematic way, from the 5th year, the last year of our course that is about to finish next week. And I'm using some of it. So basically what do? We picked up a place, a city, we explore the city, we discover with the students the places, we stay on a few days, and then we identify and we go over all this, let's say, for us, familiar approach of cultural, historical, and social study of the place in order to identify the context, the characteristics, and the design. And also the design characteristics that are helpful to explore. Some drawings from students, or from first approaches and first ideas. And we work a lot on site analysis and research. Actually, we like better the idea of having, instead of the word analysis, is quite systematic. We also cross with the idea of a critical approach that's more personal and already has a choice of certain issues to be explored. I put some sentences, I'm not going to read them, but it's kind of a guideline that can support. Also, it also supports the document we preparing for this presentation and for this moment. So the site analysis or the critical approach of the place and choosing and picking up what are the strongest aspects are one of the important steps. Local community engagement is also an issue. Sometimes we do this more, there's a systematic part where we approach City Hall and collectivities existing in the place, and also we go to the places and mix and blend with the people in the cafes and the streets and try to make some inquiries about the issues that the students are interested in. The students are asked to identify issues and approaches of different problems and identifying themes to develop on the project. And then also continuing on some of the points I put down, I put on the presentation. There is also this idea of the cultural sensitivity that is quite a large spectrum range or field, and it's quite important to incorporate and to understand along with historical context and also crossing, of course, historical and cultural, having to do not only with the physical characteristics of the place and the urban area, if it is an urban area, if it's not, there's also a cultural mark, but also pointing out to the human context that we will all work with. So this crossing between physical and let's say human context, it's quite important. The human context, sometimes it's harder to measure, but as an architect, we also are trained, and along our work, we dealing with those relations that are quite important. And also other considerations that are important and to consider are what we call here ecological considerations. So these are very important issues and they have very different dimensions, and students are encouraged to explore on the different levels. Some, not all of them are explored. They are worked with other disciplines in the course and involving other teachers that are more specific on these areas, but they are also challenge to include these considerations. So we call ecological, but we could put also sustainability. It's also a very large range word. And finally, we move on into the something that goes along the exercise, the project, the architectural design exercise, is the reflection on design identity. So we believe that if there's a strong reflection on the identity of the place and the characteristics of the place, there'll be a reflection also, or it reflects, and this would have consequences on the design identity of the proposal they are working on. And then the last 8, it's some of the practical things we do. We work a lot on visits, field visits and workshops and critiques, like the picture on the top we did in the city hall, some critiques there, inviting people from the city to discuss the projects and to comment and to participate. So we strongly believe in this this idea that if you are into the place and understanding the place, the characteristics in all the dimensions, the human and physical dimensions of the place, that will give a contribution to the architectural design and to a better fit from the design to the place. Thank you very much for your attention, and wish you all a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pedro Mendes. Please.
Pedro.
Hello.
I'm glad to see you. It's Alexander.
Hi, Alexander. How are you?
Yes. Thank you very much for your reports. It was very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.